Always loving local music. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Mix on Informanté Radio. It's Sally Boss Madame featuring that boy Script. Off day. That's something that everybody is experiencing except for me.
What is that? Off day.
Yeah.
Morning, Cubase.
Moro, what's me, bro?
Morning, Namibia.
Nice to have you back in the studio.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back. Did you and Maria explain to the viewers out there how this rotation between us work now?
It will be alternating.
You did not?
No.
Okay. Cubase, can you please explain to the viewers out there what is the way going forward? Why I'm here and Maria is not here?
Okay. Going forward, of course, in light of everything that is happening, not just in Namibia, but around the world, we have decided to not pack 3 people in the studio at the same time. We're going to try and keep it to a maximum of 2. So that means since I'm the 4-wheel drive here, I'm the one who's going to be here all the time. And the klein karretjies, they can only drive once every other day. But yeah, so you're going to have Neville in the studio one day, Maria in the studio the other day. Maybe if there's something really, really big that we need to touch on, we might somehow find a way to get all 3 in the studio. But for the foreseeable future, you're going to be seeing either me and Neville or me and Maria on the Morning Mix.
Now, Cubase, and I think maybe the other thing that we also need to touch on, and I know we've been grappling with this now for some time, in light of this COVID-19 crisis that we're going through at the moment, we did not initiate any guests to be in the studio.
No.
I don't know if we can still maybe have a guest in the studio, but maybe just you and the guest.
Maybe we could try and do something like that. We can look at that, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We trust. I trust you and Maria more than I trust any guest that we can bring to the studio.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable with one of you with me here.
I've never seen a guy. Cubase J.
Waar het ek gemaak?
Cubase had so groot bek here in the studio, but I've never seen somebody being so conservative. If he gets into a larger social setting, or if he needs to start, communicating with people outside the norm that he communicates with.
Why are you doing this, bruh?
Yes. Ek kom agter elke keer. Wherever I am with you, if I see we with people that you're not familiar with, he goes.
It's like.
And it's got nothing to do with Corona. That's not the point.
I'm socially awkward, guys. It's just.
Ne?
Yeah.
Where does this come from?
I don't know. I guess as a kid, I played by myself a lot as a kid.
Ne? Did you have imaginary friends?
Oh, I had many imaginary friends. Young. I can't even count the amount of times my mom had to buy a new mop and ek het hom omgeskop en stukken gebreek.
Want jy het gebaklei met die ou.
It's like I was one of those kids with way too much energy. And jy ken, I see almal wat heeltyd wil speel. En ek wil net like somebody who's high on that Lindsay Lohan. So
Lindsay Lohan.
So at some point you would have to make do with your own company, and that's why I'm perfect for radio, because here I can sit and talk to myself the whole time. I've been training my whole life to do that.
It is actually true, eh? And you don't have to interact with nobody.
Nobody.
Yo.
Dirk, as ek het gesien jy mee probeer bel, maybe inbox op Facebook.
Oh, Dirkas.
Ja, daar kan ons bietjie gesels. Daar's 'n paar mense wat al live is op die stream. I can see a lot of you are not working, so daar's nie meer vry wifi by die kantoor nie.
Hulle sal oorkom.
All right, guys. First, let's touch on the minister's thing before we start talking about the coronavirus.
Yeah, I just saw in one of the weeklies this week. I just got a snapshot of it about comments made by certain sacked ministers. Seems like some of them took it on the chin.
Yeah.
The sacking, and others did not take it so well on the chin. Okay,
you're gonna fire me?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I'll be back. I saw. We'll get into that, but it would be interesting to see exactly what each of those ministers actually had to say
about the sacking.
Yeah, about the sacking, and I think some of our viewers out there. They can, if they do have the info on what the ministers were saying,
they can share.
Yeah, they can share. I believe our Minister of Defense, our Paya, Mushelenka,
yes.
I believe he said he did what he could, and he walks away a happy man or something like that. But I know our previous minister, Stanley Simata.
Was it? Would be information?
Yeah, information. ITC. I believe he wasn't too happy with his sacking. I believe. Sê toch man, wat is de safety and security? Wat is die topickie se naam toch? Come on man.
Safety and security as we.
What's his name again? Met die beret. How am I not getting his name now?
I'm not getting the name.
But anyway, that's what's been happening. My broer, you saw the major fight in Parliament the other day.
With Swartboy.
Yeah. Did you and Maria talk about that?
Like it was brought up yesterday, but we sort of brushed it to the side. You know, yesterday was a very somber day. Yeah, especially with the lockdown being announced, and also with Trusco being in lockdown officially. Of
yes.
Course. So it was kind of a somber day. But in any case, Swart Boy is running a fight club over there, guys.
No,
what actually happened to Kando?
Kuma, because the rumor is now Kuma. I mean, and I don't believe this. Not that I defend Utoni Nyoma, but the rumor is that hy het kama die man se maag gevloek. Utoni was swearing at Swart Boy's mother. Toe besluit die man hy spring oor en hy wil nou is nou It's Vurvaino. Come on, man. Utoni doesn't look like somebody who
would say that.
Yo massa wat.
But you'd never know, brother. This guy is you never know.
There are other things I can probably believe about Utoni, but maybe he's got a Food Lovers franchise. I don't know.
Oh, and
but he will not swear at somebody's mother.
Oh, and then so you're saying Swart Boy was
daai nama moet hom net gedra. Asseblief. Kyk. I think most of us are happy that Swart Boy is in Parliament.
In Parliament, yeah.
Okay? Obviously to challenge the status quo. And he must continuously do that. He must use that level of traction. He must use it a bit sparingly.
Yeah. he will lose the novelty. Will just die out if you can like. But certain things, soos die. It's not some. We expect you to be there and to be challenging things that are clearly unorthodox. I guess I don't want to use stronger words, but you can't. There is still like a body of our elected officials, and we also expect you guys to, carry yourselves in a certain way.
Yeah, I think.
Je kan nie wil staan en oor tafel spring en mense wil op die das wil vang.
We've seen a lot of those parliamentary fights globally,
Yeah.
and we laugh about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that it's so close to home,
It's like, it's not funny, guys. It's not funny. Yeah, young. So the president really is shaking up his government. Yes, he's gearing up to, but Gankop just can't catch a break. After the inauguration is now gone, things are supposed to now start settling down and becoming normal. Now he has to fight a fight like he's never fought before, which is now the coronavirus. With Namibians very reluctant to adhere to the rules of a lockdown and stuff like that.
yeah,
Some of them are just having questions because some of the
Yeah.
information is kind of ambiguous. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult 2020 for Comrade President.
you know what? I think after all the stress of the election campaign, because it could not have been easy, after all of that, I think now that he's settled in and he's been confirmed
Yeah.
as the president for the next 5 years, and he decided who his ministers or his cabinet is going to be, etc., etc. I think he embraces the challenge at the moment. I know he knows that it's not easy, but Agaba is kliphard gebak nou. And you can see that he sal vat.
My ding is it's going to take. I mean, if we look at the implications of, like for instance, the lockdown, which we don't even know how long it will end up lasting. We don't know how bad the coronavirus is going to be, or how far it's going to spread around the country. So a lot of businesses are already complaining. Like yesterday in the news, I was listening to reports about some companies who are forcing their employees to take their annual leave.
Like us, I don't know if we're taking our annual leave now.
No, we have
our
a special leave created just for
Corona
this period.
leave.
Yes,
That's what we have.
it's not your annual leave. It's something.
of
It's
course.
also not your sick leave.
It's also not your sick leave.
Yeah.
So in the interim, we have the corona leave, and that's obviously something else to say. To tell your employees to take their
Yeah.
annual leave now.
Yeah, exactly.
And just net binne die huis.
But then here's the thing, because it is also a little bit confusing because one of the things that I think I can't remember which gentleman it was that was talking. I think it's one of the ministers. But in any case, you're saying essentially you are not on leave, you are on duty.
You're on duty.
You're just at home.
You're just at home.
Yeah, but so that means he was especially referring to people who are like, no, but I want to travel then to the village. If we're going to be in a lockdown, I'd rather be in a lockdown. It's like, but you can't provide a service from there. If your boss needs you to do something,
Hello.
and you're on the village, it will not work. So technically you are on duty. But then that now brings up the question, but if I'm on duty, technically, why should I put in my annual leave?
Like for instance, mevrou,
Yo, mevrou.
yeah,
Okay.
mevrou at home, she was like asking me, no, my man, no, Jace mos nie by die werk nie. Ek sê, ja, no, we going mos on lockdown. Ek sê, ja, no, kan ons nie net swak op toe gaan nie? Dan gaan Leos en swak op.
Early vacation.
Jace mos, I mean, your phone is mos there en alles is daar. Ek sê nee, dit werk
Dit werk nie so nie, ja.
So she doesn't understand the fact that there's a lockdown. I'm on corona leave, but we can't go to Swakopmund.
No, you can't.
Nou sê haar kinders ook aangesteek by die huis. So
nou almal.
her children, not my. It's her children. Now they are on my back.
When they are not in your corner, they are her children.
Hey, it's her children.
I did say.
Yeah, my daddy, no, daddy is sad.
But there's a lot of people who are sort of not understanding the rules of this whole thing of the lockdown. You know how the travel restrictions apply. I saw people who were still, going on like for instance, my mom was calling me. It's like, but then how are we gonna get food? Because you guys normally send me food, and now you guys are in lockdown. I'm like, okay, but Okanja at least is included, so we can still move to and fro between Okanja and Windhoek, I guess. Obviously, you would want to minimize unnecessary traveling.
Wait a minute. Wacht, Pikkie. Okay. The official lockdown starts Friday evening, 12 o'clock. Of who?
This evening, 12 o'clock, no?
Nee, man. It's Friday.
Look, that's the information I picked up this morning.
Nee,
listening to one of our little brother radio.
Vandaag is die 26ste.
Yes, en Vrydag begin wanneer?
Die lockdown begint die 27ste.
En 27ste begin wanneer?
Ay mukuru. Is it not
27ste begin van 12 uur. Dat begin, dat is die 27ste.
So, sê jy ek moet my drank vandag gaan
koop. As jy nie vandag gaan travel het, jy kan nie weer in en uit nie. But you can travel around the Khomas region.
Can we just get clarity? Hierdie Error praat nonsense hier so.
Well, okay, but you know
Hello.
You know
Yeah.
what? Our Informanté team had a conversation with Mr. Kapofi.
Yes.
Yesterday. That's why you don't hear Xylem making noise in the background, because he's actually in the back office. He's just trying to put that together for you guys. It's going to be up on Informanté's page, where he actually clarifies all the information around the lockdown.
The lockdown.
Yes.
Okay.
All the nitty-gritties, all these little questions. But of course, if you have something that you would like to know, for now you can talk to us, because we're here, and we're going to try and make sense of it all for you in the comments.
Maar this lockdown is not a serious lockdown. If you compare it with the South African lockdown.
Yeah, I don't think we have, it's sort of a lockdown which has a 6 o'clock curfew sort of, because, I mean, before 6, places are open, bars are open, you are encouraged not to gather in large groups, but then these things are still operational, so I guess you can move in and around the region. Maybe you can knock Rebo Tuchan, which is also included in the lockdown, in Okanya. But after 6, we don't want people on the streets starting to get rowdy, because they only come out at night, most the rowdy ones.
Cockroaches.
Yeah, hey. Oh, man. All right, let's read some comments. Maria Bastia, I'm not even seeing you in my comments this morning. What's going on?
Wat gaan? Waar is Maria bezig?
Hey, kere, joh.
Maria, wat maak jy?
Ek het nou amper iets by jou onnodig gesê.
Ja, ek weet jy mos moshiero om te skof. Yeah.
Me, I learned from the best. All right, Sylvia Charlotte Haynes. Saying good morning, probably to Neville. Nancy Kapu also saying good morning. Sylvia is saying, can I ask something? I saw your question down here somewhere. Let me just read it.
Asseblief, can I ask something?
Yeah, and I actually had to reply, go ahead. And then, can we go to the post office and still get our pension with the lockdown?
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to make... There are going to be some trips that you can't avoid. For instance, to go pick up medication at the pharmacy, or to go pick up your pension at the post office. But then the idea is to not have a lot of people crowded in one place at the same time.
Yeah.
So rather stay at home. If you're going to move, just move to that one place and then come back home. It's in everybody's best interest that this virus does not spread.
I got one more place to go before this lockdown, and it's
Grootman apteek.
okay, Grootman apteek, and I have to go and sort out my Wi-Fi.
Well, by
Yeah, telecom. Just need to go and sort that out.
oh yeah.
Then I should be fine.
Can't you do it? I see MTC is busy sending SMSs. It's like, please don't come to our office. Just try and use our online platforms. But it's good. Progressive thinking. Paul Songa Sikambo. Just saying good morning, Groot. Dion Kluta, away the toppie is terug.
Wat sê jy, Dion? Julle speel nie volleybal meer nie. Klaar.
Ek wil net weet hoe gaan pensionaris wat by poskantoor geld kry, maak in geld te kry met lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. There is going to be some movement allowed during the day, especially after 6. Of course, the rules will tighten. But like I said, just watch the clip. It's going to be up by around 10 o'clock. It's going to be on the Informanté Facebook page.
Okay.
And then you can get some of the nitty gritties. And of course, if you have any more questions, we can address them tomorrow.
Sure.
Lawrence Foreman Basson. It looks like it's a family business. Basson look like he has one of the symptoms of corona. Which one?
Hey,
Be specific.
hey, gaan speel ver, man.
Herbert Kluter saying Halbert. Okay, this is an interesting name. I've never seen that before. Hi, great. Who's the great? Cuba is the great. Thank you.
Yes, Cuba is the great.
Good morning to you guys. Shaks Tiofe Nanyemba also joining the show. Abraham Shivolo Yambo Jr. Dirk Kleinschmidt. Môre guys, wou net weet julle manne okay is vanoggend. Kan ons vir eens en altyd clarity kry oor wat essential services is? Alright, ek weet van companies wat besluit om oop te bly met 'n paar mense wat moet werk. I sort of posed that question to Maria yesterday as well. Essential services. Yes, I mean, if you think about it, firstly, you will think about medical personnel, security personnel like the police force and so on.
Yeah.
But then after that, it becomes sort of a gray area. But I bake bread. People need bread every day. It's an essential service.
Banks.
You can do online banking.
Okay, there are people who don't have online banking. That's mense
Wat die internet het nie.
Wat die internet het.
Verstaanbaar. Very much understandable. But then is it an essential service at this point in time? Jy kan ons nog steeds gaan swipe met jou kaartjie of hoe.
For instance.
Yes.
Jou kaart is geblok. You need money. Jy het nie internet nie. Jy het 'n Tamagotchi phone. You need to go into town to go and sort this out with the bank. What do you do?
Dan moet jy maar miskien bank toe gaan as die bank oop is.
Ja, maar die banke sal mos oop wees.
It's the prerogative of the banks. They can decide whether they want to stay open or not.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, like at the end of the day, for me, I don't care which business decides to stay open or not. You are the one who decides whether you're going to go there or not.
True.
They can stay open and nobody walks into their shop until they realize, okay, miskien moet ons maar ook ons deure eers toemaak.
Cubase, maybe just before you continue with the comments, obviously a very disturbing situation that we are experiencing with this coronavirus, not the lockdown, but the people who are in quarantine at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, these people, if the viewers out there not know, 35, I think it was about 35 people who landed on Saturday in Windhoek. They were immediately taken down to a place just outside, not very far from where I stay. Brakwater area. I think waar is Greiters?
Is daar in die area.
Ja,
maar
ja.
is ver van jou af.
Nee, ek weet is ver, maar ek sê maar net,
Ja.
it's obviously in that area.
It's actually a very nice place.
Is it?
So, yeah.
Now, there are very conflicting reports at the moment of the state
That they're in.
of this place. I've seen some pictures of a very dilapidated place. and I saw some pics. I don't know which of the pics we need to believe.
Both can be true.
Okay, now that's the one thing. Now the other thing is, now there are people now who are in quarantine there at the moment. There are certain allegations being made back and forth at the moment of racism, that the white people get preferential treatment, at this place. I don't know how the white people get preferential treatment, but and then you have allegations of Waldschmidt eggs being only it's only delivered by white people for white people at this place. Now, again, it's not that I want to defend Waldschmidt or whatever. I mean, these guys have been in the business for a very long time. I don't know what is the modus operandi there. Do they only deliver to white people? Why are they not delivering to black people?
Are they delivering this stuff for free, or is somebody paying for it?
No, I think people pay for the stuff. So I don't know where the racism thing is coming in. I don't know what this is all about.
So like that's what I was actually trying to get to. Like, could it be that the white people are buying the eggs and you guys are not, and you just expect somebody to come deliver it to you?
Yeah, for me, Cubase, this is what it looks like. If the white people are buying stuff for themselves there, now, hoekom koop julle mense nie julle se eie goed nie? But it's quite a racial standoff at the moment, and everybody has their opinion on social media at the moment.
Yes, because I was seeing like there was a big issue with the families grappling with government basically saying these people can also just quarantine themselves at home instead of being cramped in here with the other people. I guess people don't really want, and they're not even allowed to visit them. No. No visitors, no nothing. It's quarantine.
It's quarantine.
Yes.
It's quarantine. And the thing is, my bro, it just seems like at this moment in time that government is so overwhelmed by this whole situation at the moment, because it seems like because there came another batch of people in yesterday that needs to be quarantined or whatever, and there are just no facilities at the moment.
To quarantine these people.
Quarantine these people. So these people are basically sent out here in public.
But how?
Inakushwa.
How do you do that?
Inakushwa.
If you're really, really trying to grab a hold of the spread of the virus, how do you do that? That is irresponsible. That's wildly irresponsible. Not even army is that irresponsible.
So I don't know. It's maybe we can hear what
But you know what? Since you are speaking about guests, maybe we should bring the minister in.
Which one?
Shangula.
And here, I did speak to him yesterday.
Yeah.
Just a little back and forth. Good luck. Keep on doing a great job. Please inform the public. That was just basically the conversation that I had.
Yeah.
So
maybe we can clear out some of these things, because I also heard sort of overheard, wasn't really understanding because the interview was in Oshiwambo, but they were basically talking about the lockdown with Mr. Ndeitunga.
Yeah, ne?
Yeah. So maybe he's also one who can shed a little bit of light on some of these restrictions and so on.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and get you the right people. Whether we just do it telephonically in the mornings, we just call them and have a chat with them. But during the course of this, we're going to try and bring you all the information that you need. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, it is, why government is overwhelmed, Neville? It's because of us. We are the problem. Government is busy trying to put in measures that will protect all of us. Not just some of us, all of us. We, on the other hand, are worried about, but me, I need to go get this, I need to go get that. What about this? What about that? Do you understand that even if you don't get the coronavirus, right? If this virus really spreads around this country, you can get into a car accident now and there will not be a hospital bed anywhere in the country that can accommodate you, because there's corona patients everywhere. Do you understand why it is in our best interest to all make sure that this virus does not spread?
Oh, very true.
Yes, so stop thinking about just you and what you need. Trustco is a multinational company, a multi-billion-dollar company that decided to shut its doors. Yesterday, there were clients working here. You think we're not losing money?
True.
Yes. Everybody is going to lose. Everybody's going to take a hit. We must all understand that we are all in this together. And also allemaal samwerk, so we can come out with some semblance of a country at the end of it.
Maar Cubase, maar wat ek nie verstaan nie is dat and I think soos die boere sê, die gereedheidsgrondslag, the readiness
Yes.
of us as a people. It just seems that in terms of the quarantine procedures that we all need to go through, and the facilities that government is supposed to prepare for this quarantine, government doesn't seem to be ready for this or prepared for this at this moment in time.
I think so as well. I'm not disagreeing with you on that one.
Yeah, and I think that's the crux of the matter here, is that how ready. We can't even talk about the hospitals at the moment.
No, that is all the more reason why we should work to prevent the virus from spreading.
True.
Because if it does ons in die kak. Is waar, want we can't handle it. If a country like Italy, with one of the best health systems in the world, if as hulle se hospitale erger as ons Katura hospital nou lyk, what do you think is going to happen when the virus actually hits the Namibian population? That's why we must all work hard to make sure it does not spread. So die goeie soos come a lockdown, you're thinking, yeah, but I'm losing $200 a day. Man, fuck you, 200 rand. We're losing millions and millions of dollars. It's so annoying, bro. Like I talk to some people and my blood begin to boil.
Yeah, because you're losing it at the moment. Yeah, yes.
Okay, woesa.
Calm down.
Woesa. Let me read some comments.
Vryf jou ore. Vryf jou ore.
Makwa van Makwa sê more mense. Bianca Katlejo Dax saying Charles Namolo. It's the name we're looking for.
Charles Namolo.
Yes.
Charles Namolo is not happy. Yeah. Charles Namolo is like, is this the thanks I get?
For everything I have done.
I think the headline was saying, like, in politics you can't trust anyone. That's what he said.
But that is something you knew already since.
Hello. You should know that.
You've been playing this game since before some of us were born. Shaks Tiofe na Nyemba say, Mora guys, one said he is a human being. If you did a mistake, forgive him.
Oh, that's Stanley Simata.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Nioma insulted Swart Boy's mother, and you know some of us don't take insults for a joke.
Okay, guys.
Show me the clip. Show me the clip of Nioma insulting Swart Boy. I'm just playing, guys.
Listen. Look at Tony Nioma from the traditional cultural values that he comes from. Okay? And come on, man. Come on.
But he would say that.
Maybe he said something else, but Shanyoko.
Hey, meskin.
Ja,
Meskin, my bro. Man, beauty. Chino, goeiemorgen, welcome. I hope you are working. Where's our designs? Yeah.
Chino.
It's Chino, not Chino.
Mwashiove. Uripi. Uriponganda.
Where have you ever heard a hero make that ch sound?
It's true. She.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not chi. Gertrude Mwahi, Swart Boy is just too bitter. He should do what he's supposed to be doing in the parliament. Yes, Mlungizi Mlu saying today, lockdown at 0000.
Wie is die wat so sê?
It's waar.
Wie is die?
That's immaterial. Mlungizi.
Mulungizi, hey, don't start stories here.
Linda Victor saying good morning.
Tomorrow only.
Jy sal môre gevang word. Don J. Mwandi, people don't have homes. If they have homes, they don't have water. If they have water, they don't have food. Now we must work together. You need the poorest and the richest to fight together effectively. But when we are fighting poverty worldwide, pandemic every day, it was everyone for himself. Good luck. Yeah, the poverty worldwide pandemic is man op sy eie. Maar corona ons is almal saam.
Ons is saam, bro.
But definitely we have to be together. Willem Dilipunya joining the show. Bradley Kubisep, happy to see you, Neville. Oh, Cubase. The impressions you guys give us when Neville is not in studio seems exaggerated. Kyk, die toppie is dan bly en rustig. Or is it just a cool under pressure look, Neville?
So, Nungwari Hanakam.
Did you watch?
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking. So, what he and Maria is doing if I'm not here is they create the impression that I'm under pressure.
You are freaking out. Did you see? Did you watch the live stream from the beginning, Bradley? When we are done, you can go back to the very beginning. You'll see Neville handling the mics like this. He's not even wearing headphones because he doesn't want to touch the headphones.
I don't want to, because even this now, I'm going like this.
So yeah, now you can tell us whether it's exaggerated or not.
But before we, as I know, if I go out here now, if I quickly go into the office now, ek druk die lift so kan.
Ek vat die trappe mee, bro.
Eintlik nee, maar die trappe vat. It's actually true. I'm not taking the lift anymore.
No more.
That's it.
And somebody has to come open that door for you. Like, I'm not touching that door handle.
So who's exaggerating here?
Hey man, ek is here. Look at me. I'm touching everything with my hands because I know I have to go wash my hands afterwards. Joanna T. and Benjamin is saying not today but tomorrow at 0001. Let's say Saturday morning. It's vandag. Lockdown starts on the 27th. Môre aan, like at 00. Kyk op your clock, then it's the 28th. It's no longer the 27th.
Ek hoor wat jy sê. Maar you're
not
not right.
You just want an extra day, ne?
Somebody please clear this thing up.
So Sylvia is really interested in this question because she's asked it now 3 times. Seeing that lockdown starts, will pensioners be able to get paid at the post office?
Okay, my oma moet ook haar pensioen kry. We'll try and find this out.
Yeah.
During the day.
During the course of the day.
Yeah.
Ovana kwenambura vakanaurumbu. Vakanaurumbu. Oh! I'm back in Belskop Primera School. Ovitoto. All right, childish commentators, kama die ander topi shoe. As media house, what are you promoting with such a word? We can still have the same topic and criticize it respectfully.
What is this?
I don't know. What's a topic praatjie van me, bro? It's all right. It's one opinion that's out there. We will accept your opinion and we'll respect it. Vedi Kaire, Neville wants to show us his shorts up. When did you see that he's even wearing shorts? Het jy opgestaan wat?
Oh, ek het nou reg nou. Wat is jou storie ook? Mag ek nie? Can't I wear shorts?
Sylvia, I see you've been asking the question for 3 times. Like I said, some of the details, a lot of the details
Did
around...
you ask now again?
She says she asked the question and we didn't answer. That was the comment this time.
Oh.
And we are not reading the comments as they're coming in, mind you, so please do understand. Maybe you are new to the show, so let me explain it to you. We do touch on comments, but then sometimes we're just having general conversations or we're talking about something else entirely in the studio. But in any case, most of the details surrounding the lockdown and the procedures, the special considerations that will be granted have not really been made public on a wide scale. Yes, there are bits of information coming out here and there, but it's not really out there. There's not like a formal document per se.
True.
So when the information is out there, we will definitely share it with you. But for now, I think all we can tell you is you will still be allowed to move to the post office if the post office is open. I don't know whether they will be open, whether they will be considered essential services. Yes, exactly. So just keep watching. I guess we will try and hunt down the answers for some of these questions during the course of the day.
Yeah,
and we can touch on them for you tomorrow morning. I hope that makes you a bit happier. Makwa van Makwa. Otopi just came to the studio straight from the gym, Paul.
Nee.
Where's that guy with the Herero name? Do you also have a problem with us calling Neville Otopi?
No, I did. I don't come from the gym. No, in fact, we can't go to the gym anymore.
Yeah, most gyms are actually closed.
Yeah, there's a lockdown because so much sweat, between people. You have to pick up those apparatus, the weights, etc., etc.
Yep.
It would become, you will not be able to concentrate on your workout
Because you're constantly trying to figure out what you're trying to.
So what I do is
There really seems to be a huge confusion over when the lockdown starts.
yeah.
But honestly, I will tell you, like one of the news bulletins I was listening to this morning, they made it abundantly clear that it's midnight
Tonight.
Yes.
Tonight.
You remember what they were saying in South Africa? Thursday, midnight Thursday. Yes. We just said the 27th, which is the Friday, but it starts Friday when Friday starts. The lockdown cannot start at the end of Friday, then we would say it starts on Saturday. But in any case...
I know deep down in my soul that you are right, but I don't want you to be right. Okay? Jay Pratt, nonsense you saw in the studio.
All right?
Yeah, you're talking nonsense.
You see?
The lockdown.
Another opinion that's out there.
Yeah. The lockdown starts tomorrow night.
Dis al mense in probleme kry. And you know when this Namib Desert finds you, it's like, oh, you are the one who's talking a lot in the morning. Now go tell them what will happen to you if you are outside. Yellow.
So waar, nee.
Yeah. Sylvia Charlotte Haynes saying, wonder net hoekom kry JH nie 'n antwoord nie. Wie's JH? Jy het 3 times die vraag gevra, maar niemand reageer nie. Ons het weer hoeveel keer moet ons die ding antwoord? Every time each time I read those 3 comments, ne? Each time I replied to it. You cannot come and want to come on the show, so if you ask a question, all the attention must be just turned to you. Guys, this is not the time to be playing.
Kom ek vra tog, ne? If there's anyone out there, okay, maybe who's linked to NAMPOst, or who understand the payout systems, etc., who can shed a little bit more light for the rest of our viewers or listeners out there, please feel free to do so. As we said, and as Cubase said now ample times, okay, we need to figure out what essential services are, and we can then communicate that back to you guys, okay? We are not ignoring the one question that's been asked 3 times.
Can we move on now? Sylvia saying, thank you for responding to my question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you.
Yeah, we are all struggling with those things because I'm sure most of us also have pensioners in our families, and we are worried about how they are going to be making it through this. And especially the older, the most vulnerable, the old and the sick, so you also don't want them to be crowded at a post office. We'll see how government decides to handle that situation.
Sylvia, we're struggling to figure out when the lockdown is starting, okay?
I lost the lockdown. Lockdown begin end of today. The beginning of tomorrow. It's on the 27th. When is the 27th?
Muka.
No, exactly. So let's move on from that. Dirk Kleinschmidt, MTC Wi-Fi services is pathetic. What will they do to better it in this time of crisis? Dirk, nou vra jy ons 'n ander swaar vraag.
Okay, Dirk also asked a question. So we have to figure that out now.
Yeah, exactly. We have to find an answer for Dirk.
We'll find the answer. Dirk, don't ask the question again. Asseblief.
Tsepo Mosima, in South Africa, lockdown police and soldiers will be roaming around the country. They will scop and donor if you're having unnecessary trips.
My broer, Becky Kelle,
yeah.
He made it very clear yesterday. If you don't have alcohol at your house, you will not go out and get alcohol someplace else. The alcohol that you have in your house is the alcohol that you will have for the next 21 days. They are serious.
Luckily, I don't need alcohol because I don't drink alcohol.
So what do you drink?
Cold drink, juice,
Ach,
water.
man.
Ik drink je alcohol, hè?
Since when?
Is net julle met julle se Jägermeister shots hier by Trasco wat my afvallig gemaak het. Dis die woord wat ek gesoek het.
I haven't had a Jägermeister in a good 2
My
years.
guy, the way I dodge those top 40 guys when I see those trees. I'm like, dik kan.
Cubase, 2 years ago, I remember it was me, Dr. Quentin van der Rooyen, and I think the board. I think we had some board meetings at IM Weinberg, and jy ken mos daai speletjie wat gespeel word, sevens,
yeah.
and we had a few Jägermeister shots there 2 years ago. My broer, this thing that they call Jägermeister Tipex, you know mos. You don't know why they call it Tipex. Tipex is most what you erase everything. Cubase, I had those, I don't know how many shots of Jägermeister I had, but I basically lost track of time.
Blackout.
I can't remember nothing. I just remember I saw Quentin there, or whatever. I said goodbye to them. I was with a designated driver. Maar my broer, how I got home, I can't really remember. So now for the last 2 years, I'm not touching Jägermeister. It's klaar.
Yeah, like ek avoid them.
Shots in general.
An interesting question from Lea Amunyela. Guys, people in lockdown, will we still pay rent? Because South Africa does not allow their tenants to rent during lockdown or to pay rent, I guess.
I think there are some of the things that's been happening in South Africa. I think Standard Bank at the moment sort of give their clients a breather in terms of repayments, etc., etc. I think that plus the repo rate has been lowered in South Africa. I believe Bank of Namibia at the moment, they are looking into that. But in terms of Namibia, I don't think...
Highlight your landlord.
Landlord...
It's like, uncle, can I skip rent this month? It's like, oh, are you moving out? Oh, Kweblaval now, babe. Good morning, gents. I want to let you all know that we got the funds. Mr. Amos helped us. I really want to say thanks to you, gents, and everyone who helped.
Ek is bly, man. Who's Mr. Amos? Amos Shiuka or who?
I would assume so. He's the most famous Amos in Namibia. Amos, the only one who would only be referred to as Amos.
Tibratse. I go, miss. I'm happy that was sorted out because...
My inbox for me, bro. I want to buy into your club. I'm just going to put it out there. So inbox for me, Laron Sprat. It's too viel politics. I can't go put my money there. So let me put my money somewhere else. Anyway, Don J. Mwandi with another difficult question. Hola F&B. What's the word on the queues this month? Lame Konjashili, Timotheus. I thought they are there on their own cost. Yes.
Yeah.
On your own cosmos, so you order stuff and you buy stuff, but then so here's the thing. So people are complaining because we are all in this thing together at our own cost, right? So I decided to order myself like a Debonairs pizza.
Yeah. Dat was my story.
Yeah, it's smechelete.
Yeah, smechelete.
And then you order yourself whatever it is that you order, but then when Debonairs comes, you are like, yeah, but Debonairs, why is it only taking to Cubase? Okay.
So
I don't really, I also don't really know what is going on there, so excellent my net loss. Chris Kribo Greif Mutanga. Right? I thought the million for independence was channeled to fight COVID-19. Where is it now? It's on the streets fighting COVID-19.
But the million is ook niks nie, man.
It's like los geld.
It's los geld. That is like seriously pocket money.
Pocket money. Like we are just looking at the impact of the coronavirus itself, but what it will leave in its wake is also going to be devastating. Because I mean, imagine if we are in lockdown until let's say July, for instance. Coming back after July, a lot of companies will be under a lot of financial strain. Probably have to lay off a couple of workers here and there. So yeah,
Ish, my broer.
Do we have any test sites for corona? Are the 7 confirmed cases really all we have? Are we testing as we should? Of course.
Robert Mugabe Clinic is the one place where you can
treatment center.
Yeah, but I believe somebody said the other day that she did go there with her son
For test,
for tests.
But like,
speaking under correction.
No, but like you can't get a test at the moment unless you have a doctor's referral. So I don't think we really have tests. I don't even think we have. We are what, about 3 million people?
2.5.
2.5 was the last census. That was a couple of years ago. Let's say around 3 million by now.
Two.
Of whom you will need to test maybe 2 million. I don't think
not
we have
enough.
Yeah, we don't have enough test kits to just randomly start testing everybody. So for now, I guess we focus on the cases that really are worrisome. Yeah, but if you also see that you are exhibiting some symptoms, then you can call the hotline 0800 100 100.
This thing does not have any favorites. Even Prince Charles.
Equal opportunity.
My broer, there are no holy cows when it comes to COVID-19.
No.
Prince Charles, my broer. Oh, is hy grap nie.
Dirk as ek is jammer. Hy sê, language. Ek is baie jammer my bas. Like, jong, die mense maak my so aan die... Teresa Ndati, there is a Chinese in Okalongo doing business as usual. Although everyone know that he is sick. The police is allowing him in public. How does everyone know he is sick?
Die man het kung fu.
But how kung flu, man, not kung fu.
Oh, sorry, kung flu.
But how do you know that he's sick? Like that is a problem, especially with everybody's focusing on that the virus came from China. That means all the Chinese people are sick. Or I don't know what is the reasoning.
So the guy's just walking around in Okalongo.
Yeah. It's like, I haven't been to China in 6 years. I speak fluent Oshiwambo. How did I get the coronavirus? Or maybe you have more information that we don't. Mark Robert Bernard, why not quarantine people at Hosea Kutako International Airport in Air Namibia Boeing? Comfortable, fresh air, oxygen masks.
Hello.
Just bring in extra toilets. It's simple. Government has nation confused. A decent speech by Hage from beginning, laying down the law, not the guidelines, and then would have been sorted.
Yeah, they have oxygen masks. Everything is in the plane.
Yeah, like
Blaneta.
That's an interesting.
Maar CI's is mos ook daar so. Why can't people be quarantined at CI's?
But that is also a treatment facility. I think they've turned it into sort of a treatment facility.
Nee?
Yeah. If I remember from 2 nights ago.
Nee?
Yeah, they were talking about the Robert Mugabe Clinic, because obviously there are sort of, some people have really mild symptoms, so you can treat yourself at home. Then there are people with sort of serious symptoms who will need some medical attention, and then there are those who are exhibiting chronic symptoms who will need obviously ICU care.
Cubes, what is your opinion on privacy when it comes to this virus? Do you feel the identity of people who are tested positively for corona must be made public, or not? What's your take on it?
Personally, I think it should be public.
I'm just saying, God willing, and I will try and do everything possible in my personal life for me not to test positive for corona. But, if something should happen,
this is not it's not, there's no stigma around the virus, is there? It's like
there's a stigma around the virus.
What kind of stigma?
And that is what I don't understand. If people have the virus, okay?
So do you also have a stigma against people who get the common flu?
Exactly. But this is now, we are back now 35 years ago, when the first people who tested HIV positive
Yes.
were stigmatized.
Yes.
And those people basically died, in their little corners because of the stigma.
It's like, AIDS.
Daai is. Daar's iemand met AIDS daar so by die huis. Moenie daar gaan nie. Or if you would see somebody in public that carries the HIV virus, you don't want to get close to that person, or you don't want to have anything to do with this person.
But
it seems the same stigma is happening.
You see, what was causing that was the fact that we didn't understand AIDS
exactly
at the time.
Exactly.
And I see also it's something that is happening now. A lot of people do not understand this coronavirus.
Yeah. True.
The novel coronavirus. COVID-19. But there shouldn't be stigma. I think, like, I was talking to...
you would go public.
Yes, I would.
You would go public.
I would tell you guys, I would want everyone who came into contact with me somehow, some way to get yourselves tested to make sure that you are clean and you're also not spreading the virus further.
True.
I was speaking to Ogito from... is it NMH? Anyway, so he was telling me a story about how he went to Home Affairs. Now, imagine you are so freaked out. You don't want to touch anything. And so he's there standing in line, and then he pulls out his phone. And then $20 falls out of his pocket. And the lady behind him picks it up and gives it to him.
Ons is nou daar so.
Kyk nou die situation.
Ons is nou daar.
Now you are looking at your money thinking,
must I take it?
Yes. Now imagine that could be somebody who tests positive and then is like, no, we're not letting you know their identity. So you're just going around here. I've never met, I haven't come into contact with anybody with coronavirus. But it's something as simple as that. Just somebody who helped you with something and you don't even take notice of it and you keep it moving. So that's why I don't think we should be hiding, because we are also going to create the stigma by hiding people's identities. Yeah. But that's just my opinion.
Bijvoorbeeld, this morning, just before I got to the studio, a guy dropped a box of fish.
At your house?
At my house. He came from Swakop. So, die ou het ingekom, toe gee hy met die box vis, toe sê ek, "Shap." Toe vat ek die box vis in die huis, en ek kyk, hey!
Like die ding is nog nie gedis en
So,
oh man,
these are the type of incidents that we talk about. So lees jou comments, laat ons huis toe gaan asseblief.
Gertrude Mwahi is saying, I agree with Cubase. It's very annoying. Namibians complain for everything and blame the government for everything, everywhere in the world. Here in the United Arab Emirates, people are being given 2 months unpaid leave. Our government is even encouraging your employers to not give you unpaid leave. Ander mense word gesê, hey, gaan huis toe, jy gaan betaal, jy gaan maak maar 'n plan. And we are still complaining about, ja, maar ek moet nog wat gaan koop, of ek moet what and this and that. It's a bit annoying. Hazel von Chapivsky, I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, why swear in news? But I agree. I'm sorry for the use of my language. I'll try to use it only once every month. Dion Kloete, toppie, die mense het gister van jou geskinder. Hulle sê,
ek het geweet,
jy is paranoid, scaredy cat, goeta, veral die Maria.
Ek het geweet. I know it.
Julle kan gerus op vloek, julle praat met mense oor hulle in Namibia. Oh, we're not swearing. Are we? Cubase, tell the toppie to answer my calls.
Wie is dit?
Shucks. Nanyemba.
Wat se calls nou? Where now?
Sylvia asked and answered. That's nice, actually. I just called the post office. Pensioners can still get paid on the 2nd and the 7th of April. Sal ingelaat word 10 op 'n slag.
Okay.
Baie dankie. Nou kan ons almal ook laat weet. And you guys need to remember, right? If you ask something and the answer is not readily available in the studio, we don't have a team working behind the scenes who are quickly going to make the calls and give us the information. So it's not that kind. We are in a lockdown.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of situation. So thank you, Sylvia. We will give you a job once the lockdown is over. Shucks, Theophane and Nyemba, confused about what? The lockdown starts 0000 today.
Wie is die Shucks?
Yeah.
Nanyemba. Yeah.
Whatever. Puxi Aerodynamic Ananias, guys, do you guys think the deployed forces, be it NAMPORT or NDF, or NAMPOL or NDF, are properly trained for the precautions against the spread of the disease? Soos en sal hulle masks dra and frequently sanitize and hence was en so. It's a good question. Of sal hulle net met AK-47 in die strate loop lag?
Do you know how you will find out? Be in the streets after 6 tomorrow night. Then you will see. Then you let us know on Monday. As a belief.
I think we can all agree that until you watch the video at 10 o'clock with
Tate Franz
Kapofi, I guess there's going to be some ambiguity around when the lockdown starts. But in any case, 10 o'clock, it's going to be up on Informanté's Facebook page. Theo Hunibeb, Cubase, you have a valid point, but maybe government doesn't want to cause panic in the community where everyone will run to hospitals for testing.
I think we need to stop maybe pussyfooting around this issue of maybe government doesn't want. Government must be honest from here going forward. We need to know what the numbers are really.
Yes.
We sincerely hope that there is not a situation where government knows about cases that are not reported at this moment in time, to not stir the pot at the moment, or not to get everybody in a panic. We need to know exactly who, what, where, how.
What we need right now is that just candor. Just if you know it's going to hit the fan, let the nation know, guys.
Klaar.
We're going to have to brace ourselves because hier kom 'n ding.
Impact.
Yeah, like the impact it's inevitable. So we need to do this, we need to do that. We're going to take this hit, that hit, that hit. But as a country, we will rise and we will come back stronger. And government is going to do this to try and protect companies, is going to do this to try and protect employees, to try and protect this and that. Be transparent and be honest. Now it's like, no, it's just 7 people. Whether it's 7 people or not, I mean, I can't really say. So you can take that with a pinch of salt. But, don't try to sort of minimize the situation because you don't want to cause panic. Because then when it really does hit the fan, then you will be sitting with not egg on your face.
The thing is, I think I'm sometimes, to shield my kids from the pains of life, I don't share every fear that I have, I share with my kids. Because I don't want to alarm my kids. But government must not treat us like their kids. I mean, we're all equals here.
Yes.
This is not my house we're talking about. This is our country. We need to be very honest with each other about every piece of information out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you can see that we're going to run into a tree and I'm sitting in the back seat without my seatbelt, you're not going to be like, no, everything is fine, everything is fine. It's like, hey,
you can't do that.
Hier kom 'n ding, sit your seatbelt aan. Brace for impact.
2003 with Iraq, when America invaded Iraq, you had the information minister of Iraq. They called him Comical Ali. This guy would have a national brief every day. Everything is calm. We are defeating the Americans. They will be defeated. Terwyl die man praat, daar val die bomme agter hom.
Mora Vanessa, welcome to the morning mix. Macy Duplessis, right? This is the last comment, I think.
Oh, Mace.
Yeah. Can you for Macy?
Mace she's been my personal banker at Bank Windhoek for many, many years. And it's a Ozaliki.
Okay, Macy says, just in, former Health Minister Bernard Haufiko, who is the point person on COVID-19 in Namibia, has clarified that the lockdown of the Erongo and Khomas regions will commence a minute past midnight on Friday, going into Saturday morning. Essential and critical services will continue, and some of the people from Rehoboth and Okahanja work in these services. Therefore, people will be allowed to travel to Windhoek from these towns during the 21-day lockdown period.
I fing you.
Okay.
I fing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I said that was the last
Level
comment you're
1.
monitoring.
Q-base 0.
Level 1, Q-base 7. Jy skop nou jou eerste goal en dan celebrate jy asof jy gewen het. Okay, Jenna says, Q leaves me comments. Just because you are a regular, and we also want to know what is the situation in Keetmans. Opa Neville, you were right in this difficult time. These big businesses are charging huge sum of amounts on sanitizer. Imagine paying for 150 mil, $200.
Yo.
It's that profiteering thing that we were talking about yesterday.
Yo. It's heavy. No, what is it now? Why are you freezing up?
No, there's a comment here, but I want to sort of screen it before I read it. No.
It's the long comment.
No, it's not long, but...
Okay. Het Alfredo nog niks gesê vir die dag nie?
Hy het iets gesê, ek het
Hy
net
moeg op.
geskiet. Dibo Kawash will open until 6 o'clock during the lockdown. Only 20 people allowed per day as a belief. That is Alfredo.
Is it Alfredo? Yeah. I know it.
Okay, no. This is interesting, but I would rather not share the information because I am not so certain.
Everybody reads.
But we are going to be discussing this, of course, the COVID-19.
What is it? Read the comment. Because everybody can see the comment.
Nee, let's self gaan lees. You can go read for yourself.
Okay.
I've been wrong once today. I don't want to be wrong twice. Yeah.
So, what I will do now, Cubase, I'll get into my car now. And then I will go to Telecom to go sort out my Wi-Fi. I will go to apteek.
Jy gaan by die apteek.
Grootman apteek. I'll go get myself,
Paracetamol.
Yeah. Gordon's.
I did say paracetamol. Oh.
Gordon's. Yeah, as paracetamol.
Yeah. What is the other one that was taken off the market? Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah.
It was taken off the
So
market.
we can call it Grandpa.
I don't want to tell on my mother here. I don't want to tell on my mother. But Cubase, I swear, I was at my mother's house on Sunday.
Hoe sê jou Grandpa?
Toe kyk ek daar op haar tafel, toe sit daar 'n Grandpa op haar tafel. Kom Kurchiri. I didn't ask where she got this Grandpa.
Maybe it's something that was bought a long time ago.
Varsho. There's been a Grandpa lockdown for the last year. Buster cocaine. That's what they call it.
So the bastard was like,
There's no Buster in Rebo that don't like Grandpa. That's why they call it Buster cocaine.
and with that, we have come to the end of the show for today. I see you guys, I like the fact that you are forming your own little communities, especially in the comments, asking each other questions, answering each other. That is good. Keep on doing that. We will keep sharing with you the information as we get it. And you must remember, Informanté Radio, yes, we do inform, we educate, but we also entertain. And that is a big part of what we do every morning here on the Morning Mix. So, moenie met jou neus opgestoot hier so kom staan en...
Wat nou?
Ja.